Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a book review of Salem's Lot by Stephen King. So, non-spoilery section first. Salem's Lot, or Jerusalem's Lot, is a town in Maine where a boy and a man go back. So they go back to this town where their arrival coincides more or less with the arrival of two other men who are a little bit creepy. They're not locals, and it's a small town, so it's like locals only. And yeah, so a lot of weird stuff happens, and it's up to this man, Ben, to figure out. Well, not up to him, but he's the main character, or one of, and so he figures out what happens and blah. Spoiler section beginning now. So I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was very well written, to be honest. It was a little bit daunting because I think it's like 650 pages or something like that. That was my first Stephen King book, by the way, so I was a little bit nervous. I feel like everyone loves Stephen King anyway, or like either likes or loves him. I ended up really liking his writing. Not my all-time favorite writing style, but he does have this way with words where I just kind of flew through the 600 pages. Like, I just didn't even see time fly. I can't even remember how long it took me to read the book, to be honest with you, because, yeah. So I would recommend Salem's Lot if it's your first Stephen King book. The other thing is, I usually don't read, when I read horror, I don't really go for vampire, books. But this one was a really good pick. I was kind of scared that it was going to be a little bit boring, because I feel like, I don't know, like, after having seen and read Dracula, I just felt like I really enjoyed those, but it was a little slow. You know what I mean? So, I was a little bit worried about that with Salem's Lot, but Stephen King did not disappoint. So, I will say this, one thing that I really liked about this book, which is something that, worries me about every single book, is that, sometimes I have a pea brain, and not really, but I don't like when books, they introduce too many characters at once in the beginning. So for the first, like, 50 to 100 pages, you're just scrambling to remember who's who and how they're related, and you're not even paying attention to the actual story. I did not have this problem in this one, luckily. So I really enjoyed the pacing of this book, too. There wasn't too much story from before the vampires, spread or the vampire attacks start. I didn't think that the actual vampire attacks they didn't feel cliche, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when there's a vampire attack, like, okay, the vampire bites the person and either kills them or turns them into a vampire or both, whatever. But I didn't feel like the repeated incidents were too repetitive. Does that make sense? So it was well written, and then at the end, it didn't feel wrapped up too quickly. So I did appreciate that a lot. So yeah, I can't think of anything I would change about this book. If I could, I really like it as it is. I thought it was a great book, great read. I flew through it, as I said, quicker than I did for maybe 300, 400 page books. I've also I haven't seen the newer movie yet that came out, but I have seen the original movie that was made. I think it's a two-parter. I think I watched it in one, like, the two were put together, and together it was somewhere around 5 hours long. I'll link it down below if I can find it, with my Goodreads page and my Instagram and Twitter pages that you can follow for little random updates. So yeah, like this video if you did. Comment down below your thoughts. Have you read any of other Stephen King books? Which ones do you recommend? I'm told that, the reading The Stand has, no, The Dark Tower has some more information on Salem's Lot, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!